So, what you think?
Yo, you absolutely crushed it. This final edit really took it to the next level, man. I mean, you...
Yeah, we just pulled in. Building. All right, great. We'll be right there.
Yo, this place is amazing.
For you. I don't know how she got like that. I'm still trying to get the old me back. Hey, let's go.
Here we go.
By design, most fun.
Don't compare me to the boys who hoping they see a check. I'm in a drop top McLaren, just hoping I see an X. She hoping we reconnect, no chance. I'm trying to be bigger than the Beatles, not hold hands. Keep on throwing stones, I'ma make statues. No face tats, but people got my face tattooed. Freeing the damn by being free as I am. And speaking belief in the people sitting with reason to stand. It just might be needing their hand. I got you. Ninth wonder blessed, provided the gospel. I feel God like my fans all feel like apostles. Model your mind after mine and you gon' be just fine. Model your mind off these other guys and you gon' die. Why I'm always at the head of the table, follow my lead. I'm a money tree, women trying to... You wasn't with me at my roots though. I've been on the quest for love for women with a roots from potential like a JUCO. After you catch me in the backseat with my lap, we in Utah. So we to a jazz beat, it's actually therapeutic. She classy, I'm therapeutic. Swimming out in Turks and Caicos, beware the barracudas. I got heart, I'm the cause, my life is just the effect. I'm altering my reality, living in VFX. Made $500,000 and fell asleep on the jet. Club up, Atlanta ain't seen this as BMF. Put my account and reinvest. Gotta the stress. I might drop 2 platinum albums in a year like DMX. Keep on.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Rich Eisen. And it's that time.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, hey. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready.
Brandon, hey, Jordan Wright. We met last week.
Hey, Jordan. Everyone's talking about you and your client. How are you?
Hey, so listen.
Second week of training here at Nike is in the book.
Let me tell you a story, I was a G, That company coming in like a kiss, I was hanging around it just like a cliff, We were the boys up on the strip, Yeah, swapping on Christmas like the Grinch, We taking it before they, Let's go, we done hit, he done snitched, Handcuff, fight with mama, ding, ding, kept me in, got a green card, it was hard,
Ready for more.
If you haven't heard the name Jordan Wright yet, believe me, you're about to be hearing it a whole lot real soon. She's one of the top young agents in the game.
The eyes of the college football world have descended upon this grand palace, the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second of our two semifinal matchups in the college football playoffs, as we'll see the Texas Longhorns taking on the Michigan State Spartans. To play in next Monday's national championship game in Miami, we are underway here in New Orleans. Slater on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. out to start the drive to Sims. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
And I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Going after it right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're reaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Slater on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. Now a first down throw, Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On third down, it's Martin, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. The punter for Texas out on the field as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. And they hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A strong running. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a handoff as they run left side. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Well, we've seen this young man really put together a tremendous career at the collegiate level. I mean, this season alone, almost 1,800 yards, better than 100 yards a game. He has been a force in leading his guys to the semifinal.
And partner, you and I both know that the thought process in the league in recent years has been don't spend a high draft choice on a running back. You can get an excellent runner in the middle to late rounds. Heck, even a free agent sometimes emerges. But in this case, watching him play with his talents, I have no doubt that a team with conviction may take him in the top 5 in this draft. Put the ball in his chest, stand back, and enjoy the results.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he bowls over it. He's still barreling through. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. A great effort there. 42 yards. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Slater on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Slater on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for their next drive. The Texas offense at the line. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running?
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. It's going the other way. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Fights off the defender. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A final shot before break. Wade. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half of this semifinal matchup. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. What a great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Slater on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Push. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Spartans open the lead up to 34-0. Well, he had 17 touchdowns during the regular season, and he caps his drive off with a touchdown in the college playoffs.
And all the things NFL teams like about him are on display there. Agility, decision-making, the way he hits holes, of course his burst, all things that will serve him well at the next level.
got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Nice. Game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Warner from the gun. And caught right side, Green. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. To throw, Warner. On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them.
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So led by a collective team effort,
Well, we're now just a few days away from the college football.
Well, some of the biggest stars of the college football world will be on display tonight as we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we play for the College Football Playoffs National Championship, as it'll be the Clemson Tigers taking on the Spartans of Michigan State. All set for football now in South Florida. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a good one. We are underway in the national championship. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time they turned it over.
Both security eluded him. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Spartans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. Touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Jewell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun handoff to Henry, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Taylor. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. There he goes, right side.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you hurry up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overran. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He finds his man, complete. It's Powers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run on first down. Jewell, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 2nd and 9. Taylor, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Well, if you're ever going to try the fake punt, this would seem to be the place to do it, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you got to make sure you throw it to your guys and not the other team. But yes, in this spot on the field, only needing a few yards for a first, I think that decision was okay and spot on. The problem was the execution. It was not.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. But good. Gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you want. Stay with who you know and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st and 10 now for the Spartans. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the 2nd half of this national title game. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Able to fight through 1 tackle. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got this down to the 35. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fighting through at the 25. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A great effort there. Their 2nd touchdown of the night. And The Spartans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. On second down now, Jewell. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They come up short here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Powers through it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And marking at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side.
So finally, at this stage of the game, He lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down, but I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watching.
And he will take this in for a Michigan State touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Spartans choose the short field to get in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So it's celebration time in East Lansing for the first time since 1966. The Michigan State Spartans are college football's national champions.
For all my listeners out there, I'm just going to put it to you this way. NFL teams love championship pedigree. It's one of the main reasons.
No matter the game.
Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect to answer any questions about my favorite marine mammals. Not really my area of expertise.
Well, this one is a little more straightforward. Teams that pick near the top of the draft are generally concerned with how guys who've had a lot of success in college will handle it if that doesn't come overnight in the NFL.
Obviously, we're picking first overall for a reason. Got a lot of holes in our roster that we need to fill. So if this is a process that takes some time, how are you going to respond?
I understand this is going to be a process. I'll be walking into a role where I'll be expected to be a leader pretty early on. Man, my agent warned me that some of these questions would be random. Yesterday I was asked about my favorite marine mammals, and now you guys got me singing karaoke? Man, I can't believe it.
Well, the good news is, and I don't mean any offense by this, but we know for sure your game tape is better than your singing.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we got that all figured out.
So if you don't mind, I want to go back to your last college season. It goes without saying that you had a prestigious career. But did you feel like you needed to win the national championship to validate it?
The night we won the national championship was the best moment of my life, no question. But I can't sit here and say I'd feel like a failure if I had lost in the championship game. I had a lot of success and a lot of fun in college. And that was what mattered most.
I haven't seen him, but I'll keep my eye open. 2 minutes.
It's gonna be good to get back home.
So that's the situation. The Hawaii charity game that Russell Wilson is hosting is the same day as the Nike event in New York City that Zoe is heading to. And no, it's not possible to do both.
Man, that's tough. What do you think, Jay?
Well, the Nike event is a good opportunity to continue building up your brand. But the EA Sports event will help your brand in a completely different way. You know how it goes. I know it's a tricky decision, but that's life in the NFL.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I get that. But what I mean is you're always going to have people pulling you in different directions. And there are only so many hours in a day to do everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, what's it gonna be?
Take a shot, show 'em never miss. Nah, trust me, it ain't worth the risk. Yeah, you gon' feel it in a kiss. You gon' feel like you the one. You just want us on the list. Don't do it, ayy. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's all love, I'm just looking out for you. I don't know how she got like that. I'm still trying to get that.
We do it for more 6 years.
Most fun.
We going bananas, my little friend with me when we overseas. I met a shorty who's about to turn 40. I'm talking my we just shooting the breeze. Brothers and porches, but popping in horses, a whipping and raining. I keep it a G. Turn out the streets, we disturbing the peace. Cause it don't feel the same. When you ain't here, it's my name. Everything changed. When you get fame, it don't feel the same no more. I'm at the top of the top of the top of the top going crazy. And this was amazing. Cause they used to never show love. If you wanna with me, baby, just with me. Don't act fugazi. Cause that would be crazy. Ain't no need for fronting my love. I'm at the top of the top of the top of the top going crazy. And this was amazing. Cause they used to never show love. If you wanna with me, baby, just with me. Don't act fugazi. Cause that would be crazy. Ain't no need for fronting my love. I'm the happiest that I've ever been. Bad leg getting fresher than pins. Big racks, I got money to spend. Big packs in the back of the bin. Pink slips, tell me why would I rent? Chrome hearts, I can see through the tin. I got my phone on, getting I go roll up in the cold up. I'm down. All of her friends went up with the head. She wanna you know that's all that I need to do. Where did you go? You lost in it, so I'm leaving. Cause right now it's time for the demons. Not my fault you didn't know. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. You ain't witness my name. Going insane. Everything changed.
Here we go.
It don't feel the same no more. I'm at the top of the top of the top of the top going crazy. And this is amazing. Cause they used to never show love. If you wanna with me, baby, just with me. Don't act fugazi. Cause that would be crazy.
Here we go.
I'm at the top of the top of the top of the top going crazy. And this was amazing. Cause they used to never show love. If you wanna with me, baby, just with me. Don't act fugazi. Cause that would be crazy. Ain't no need for fronting my love.
I'm fine, ready? What we got? What we got? Here we go. Can. Go. I'm one, ready?
And this was amazing. Cause they used to never show love. If you want with me, baby, just with me. Don't act fugazi.
Here we go.
Cause that would be crazy. Ain't no need for fronting my love. I'm at the top of the top of the top of the top going crazy. And this was amazing. Cause they used to never show love. If you want with me, baby, just with me. Don't act fugazi. Cause that would be crazy. Ain't no need for fronting my love.
Hey, can.
Getting fresh in the mix. Big racks, I got money to spend. Big in the back of the bin. Pink slips, don't come up, don't see your
take for the game, she not pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. The best with a beat.
Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to leave me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Get me! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, I got one Virgil, got one in that day. It's the only two, man. How many times I've shown it, boo, man? How many nights I've been woke, swerving the pot, rolls, got your like the wheels on the road, okay? Funny how life goes. He thought he was sick, now we wiping his nose, okay? Soon as you give him your soul, you throw up and they say you're selling your soul, okay? They want my life exposed, they wanna know about the highs and lows. Well, summer all I did was rest, okay? And Louis all I did was stretch, okay? And Valentine's Day, okay? We'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen. Hey, hey, we'll see what's about to happen. Hey, we'll see what's about to happen. I'm making a change today. Been taking a pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. It's kind of like giving your chain to the ghost.
Just like it can be, not easy, but all easy. They young man wanna be higher than I want to watch them all fumble. YouTube careers, I seen them all crumble. Funny, homie, I did not stumble. Be there, I think they uncomfortable. How many flavors? Sign off paper. Kiss to my hater, game changer. Market breaker, space invader. I just call my name.
I'm one, ready?
Super Bowl, that's about we gon' finish it. Grab the trophy, we go ahead and sit with it. I remember we came up from nothing, so now we gon' turn up for something. We here for the win, we ain't bluffing. They hand me the ball like I'm rushing. I gotta work a little smarter, I gotta go a little harder. I gotta ball like a Pro Bowl starter. They think they cold, put them on the call. We got a hard until we off. I'm telling they can't be like us, we ballin'. We on a spaceship, we gone for real. All of my teammates, they know the deal. Yeah, my heart in the game for real. Get a ball, but this ain't no drills. New what? It's real big deals. When you mad, that's how you feel. Get the whole damn league tryna scout for us. Number one team passing rise. We just gon' run up the numbers. They was tough, but we turned them to runners. Ain't no way that we going back on this. Give them nothing, we straight up like gunners. Better than Joe when I'm passing. Stand in the pocket, I'm passing the ball. I'm in the store when they calling the plays. I don't like what they call it, I'm calling it all. Now I be running up bands with all of my friends. And I got the ball in my hands. They mad, I'm scoring the prize, man. It's been a minute. When we pull up, we go ahead and get it. If they told you we did it, he did it. Super Bowl, back to back, we gon' finish it. Grab the trophy, we go ahead and sit with it. I remember we came up from nothing, so now we gon' turn up for something. We here for the win, we ain't bluffing. They hand me the ball like I'm rushing. I gotta work a little smarter, I gotta go a little harder. I gotta ball like a Pro Bowl starter. They think they cold, put them in a coffin. We got them all on the team, we off. I'm told them they can't be like us, we ballin'. We on a spaceship and we gone for real. All of my teammates, they know the deal. Yeah, my heart in the game for real. Get a ball, but this ain't no drills. New what? It's real big wheels. Oh, you mad, but it's how you feel. Stuck in my ways. That's ice on the Barbie stage. Big time players, big time players. I put my heart in the game. They don't remember my name. I put the team on my back, on my shoulders. I cannot stop even if the full quarter go over. We gon' keep moving like soldiers. All of our fans sending us letters like we go to war. Look what they wrote us. You the opponent, then book it. We gon' keep going, keep pushing. We do not care, the predators, man, it's been a minute. When we pull up, we go ahead and get it. If they told you we did it, he did it. Super Bowl, back to back, we gon' finish it. Grab the trophy, we go ahead and sit with it. I remember we came up from nothing, so now we gon' turn up for something. We here for the win, we ain't bluffing. Give me the ball like I'm rushing. I gotta work a little smarter, I gotta go a little harder. I gotta ball like a Pro Bowl starter. They think they cold, put them in a coffin. We got them all on the team, we off. I'm told them they can't be like us, we ballin'. We on a spaceship and we gone for real. All of my teammates, they know the deal. Yeah, my heart in the game for real. Get a ball, but this ain't no drills. New whip, it's real big wheels. Oh, you mad, but it's how you feel. I know they got it, I really like Saquon Giants. Way too cold, I stop Matt Ryan. You gonna win, no, I ain't buying. Pick six and we ain't trying.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7 rings like I'm ready.
Okay, the big one now. The big one. Football here, baby. Oh, you got to do a lot better than that. We don't need all that. We need a stand right here, man. Hey, we got to win this thing. Let's go get some helmets on them right there.
Well, you just heard it from the man himself. Life is a bit different now since the last time he wore a Michigan State Spartans uniform. I mean, just imagine spending the weekend in New York City with Saquon Barkley and a who's who of Nike athletes. But what he does...
Night hit all of the shows. Flat rich kid got all of the clothes. People like you get all of the no's. I stay making wins, I stay with the pros. Just made a stack, I'm watching it grow. Up in the sky, everybody so low. I keep me like foe, he sleep on the floor. He don't got no money, I show him the dough. Oh no, kid here never with a bozo. Name in the mouth like froyo. With a rich baddie, looking for the bros. If he really would it make him cash out the cold, bro. Any, mini, miny, mo. All this money, I need mo. Don't want your bro, it was for show, just so you know.
Working on a weekend like usual.
Okay, next guy, next guy. Go! Pick it up already. Ready, ready? Cowboy 80. Hup. Yeah! Ready? Yeah! That's the way. Woo! Oh! Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut. Yeah! You got that. Here we go, shot. 70 Lion. Let go. What was that? Set. Cougar 19. Ready, hut. Yes. Yeah. Woo.
As you might expect, we've been keeping up with the various pro days being held at colleges across the country. And I'm hearing a lot of excitement coming out of Michigan State's campus. Yeah, I've got people I trust telling me we could see their star running back chosen among the top 5 spots at the NFL Draft. Now, that's a pretty big deal because historically, that's been the territory of all-time greats like Barry Sanders, Eric Dickerson, and Edgerrin James. In fact, going back to 1980, only 28 running backs have been picked that high in the draft. And I'm thinking we're going to see number 29. Anyway, let's move on to the next segment. So here's something I was thinking about last night as I did some research for today's show.
Don't be too low, no, I need my legs. Coach, please sit him, young dog, can't catch. Send him to the bench, I done lost all respect. I'm gone, do a D for me. Same girl from the league, I got money, take care of mans. Ride till the wheels don't crash. And I hear whoever, long as we get past. Take it back to pay a touchdown. Whoever thought I had.
All right, Coach. We'll sync up later on. It's great to meet you, Coach. Thanks for stopping in.
Hey, man, I don't want you to get a big head or anything.
Yeah, perfect. We'll definitely...
We are not only with the projected #1 pick of the NFL Draft, we are also joined by his agent, Jordan Wright. You know, you don't see a lot of players sign with a relatively unknown agent. How'd you convince him to sign?
She's more hungry than I am. You need those types of people.
I didn't have to convince him. You know, you've seen it all and heard it all. There was a lot of doubt when he made the announcement, but we knew what the reaction would be.
She just had to be herself. You're just a number out there with some people, but her vision, her path, she's gonna change the game, and I'm committed to making it happen.
Well, she has to be good to get you to sign with Nike. Did they give you the LeBron deal?
We don't disclose numbers.
All right.
Getting him in with Nike was a big deal for me.
You heard the man. He thinks he's Hall of Fame bound, and I'm certainly not going to provide any opposition to that. If I were a betting woman, I'd say he'd be returning to Canton someday as a Hall of Famer. I wish you nothing but the best of the draft tomorrow.
This was fun, Nia. Appreciate you.
Benefactor. But truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your action got them boys Dr. Maxa. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This something you get screwed and chopped on Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been around the line.
Congratulations.
The Home tab is your personal dashboard. Keep track.
You've been...
It's just a little hit for the summer. Big deal.
Pupukai Holamua.
View your team, save snapshots, or follow.